Welcome back, fans. I've got one I'm actually a little bit excited about. The variety that I'm growing is one of the largest of the super hots. It's got the largest name of the super hots. I don't mean the longest, I mean the largest, and that would be the 7-pot brown. Got its name because one of these should be enough to spice up 7 full pots of stew or chili. Sometimes you'll see them called 7-pod, P-O-D, not P-O-T. I believe that's actually just wrong. I'm fairly certain 7-pod is the original name given to them, although they are native to Trinidad, so it's possible that that's wrong too. Whatever the case, these are known to me as 7-pot brown. 7-pot chocolate, chocolate 7-pot, whatever you want to call them, totally fine. Whatever the case, they are large, pretty good size. I had one out there that was bigger than this one by a significant amount. The elements got to it. We have had so much rain. It's been non-stop for the past couple of weeks, and it's just outrageously humid out there. And my tomatoes have all split. A lot of my peppers have split. Just too much water has gotten to them. Some of them have gotten completely waterlogged. And I'll give you a peek here. Look at the steam on the wind, or the fog, condensation on the windows there. It's insane. No end in sight, as far as I can tell. It's supposed to keep going for a few more days too, so I was lucky to get this one. Although, we're about to go take a look at the plant and show you just how productive these plants are. I will definitely, 100% be growing these again next year because I have smelled these. I haven't actually tried them. I smelled them when I was taking the seeds out of the host, or the parent pod, and they smelled fantastic, but that has been quite some time now, several months, almost a year, and looking forward to giving this a try. But first things first, as always, let's go take a look at the plant. Just to show how hard it is to actually differentiate between these, just sort of giving you a once over of everything that's a capsicum chinense over here. So if you can't tell by looking at it, these right here, this is actually 2 plants, they're kind of densely pushed together. These are the 7-pot brown, or chocolate 7-pot, depending on how you want to call it. Got these really large pods on them, a couple turning in there. But I looked in here today and I saw him right there, the fully ripe one. So let's go in and give this one a try. God, that's going to be hot. So as you see, a very productive variety. Lots and lots on that plant. I only have 2 of them, of this one. I have the yellows coming too. I'm really excited about those. The main reason is because I wanted an insanely hot yellow hot sauce this year. But I've sort of fallen in love with the chocolate variety and the way they look. So I got a little something down here on the bottom of my screen I was looking at. Anyhow, let's see, I got a little stockpile going behind me there that I picked today. And this is the only 7-pot out of the bunch. There's a chocolate habanero in there. We can take a look. Small 7-pot, large habanero. Habanero is just a wee bit darker, but if I let this go, it would probably darken up a little bit. But I'm so afraid that the elements are going to get to it. So we can see there's a clear difference between the two. This one is just, it looks like a crumpled up wad of paper. In fact, there's a 7-pot variety called the 7-pot bubble gum, which looks like a chewed piece of gum, because that's kind of what that looks like if you think about it. That one turns red. This one is fully ripe at this color. Capsicum chinense, like all the super hots. This one is apparently somewhere around 1.4 million Scoville, so hotter than a ghost for sure. I'm fully prepared for this one. I got a big old bowl of ice cream here in front of me, because I'm not going to sit here and try and tough this one out. I'm hopefully doing my Reaper video soon. They're turning red. So, let's get to it, shall we? immediate floral notes. Slow heat, definitely there. Woo! Damn! Oh, wow. That is hot. That's like burn my cheek hot. So you actually have another pepper growing inside there a little bit. This would be a bad one to save the seeds from because of that. Because apparently that will genetically pass through the seeds of this variety, or of all peppers. So if you're growing bells, it happens to a lot. You cut the top off, you see another little pepper forming inside it. Don't use the seeds from that one. It's a waste of resources for the plant to do this. Oh, wow. That's hot, hot. That's definitely hotter than a ghost. I mean, significantly. I love the flavor of it so far. This is one of the super hots that's different from any of the others. Doesn't taste like a ghost. Doesn't taste like a habanero. Yep. Okay, it's time to start alleviating. Naturally helping myself with chocolate ice cream today. Oh wow, that's a tough heat too. It is not mellow at all like the chocolate habanero was. Woo, damn. It's going to be difficult for me to talk for a couple minutes. Bear with me. That is absurd. I actually feel like 7 might be on the low end of the spectrum for that. Probably get 8 pots of chili out of this one. I mean, damn. I'm wondering if it's ever going to peak. Start working its way back down. The problem that I'm having is not the heat. Well, I mean, obviously it's the heat, but it's not just the normal welling heat. This is a very sharp pain. It's picking on just a few spots. Back of the throat, in the very back areas of the tongue back here. Right after I swallowed, it just started hitting hard. Hard to tell, but I'm pouring sweat. This is officially the second hottest thing I've ever bitten into. No, I take it back. This reminds me a lot of the Trinidad Maruga Scorpion. Ice cream really takes the edge off. Might have to refill my bowl here shortly. I'm glad I haven't made plans for the evening, because I'd be canceling. This is one serious pod. I'm not looking forward to the Reaper at all. all. Luckily, I've set a really low bar for myself. All I have to do is eat it. Woo! Okay, I'm starting to come off it a bit now, so this has helped a lot. I really enjoyed the flavor. It was delicious. I will say that for sure. Of all the super hot so far, that one's been my favorite. It's hard to describe. The only way I can say it is it's kind of floral. It kind of tastes the way a flower smells, which no one really thinks of when you eat something you want it to taste like flowers, but it's very unique. So there you have it. I'm starting to really come down off it now. That was the chocolate 7-pot or 7-pot brown. I'm still going to burn for quite a few minutes. My eyes are starting to water a little bit, but that's just natural. And it is hot, and I'm sweating. So I am going to stop trying to convince myself that I'm coming down off of this and just accept the fact that I'm going to be burning for several more minutes. And then I'm going to cut the video and probably begin to prepare for my fun day tomorrow. I'm really hoping that it's not as bad as the Bootla or worse, because unsubstantiated claims of the chocolate Bootla being hotter than the Reaper, I'm really hoping it was, because that was miserable. I'm not even going to sit here and try and pretend like I could tough this out. I couldn't. This is not for me. I mean, I love the thing, and I will be growing more of them because I want the flakes. But raw pods, oh my goodness. This one is not for the faint of heart. That being said, officially, it's one of my favorite. Both flavor-wise and heat-wise. Because I can't say that this is a 10, it's not as hot as the Bootla. I can say that this is a solid 9.5. But flavor-wise, for a super hot, I'll give it a 9, 9.5. We'll say 9.5 for both. This thing was really good. And I really look forward to growing them next year. Wow. This is one of the ones you can definitely smell exactly what it tastes like. Delicious. So, okay. I am starting to feel a little bit better now. Looking forward to more of these. Hopefully the yellows the yellows have set a couple of pods. Hopefully I'll get some to ripen here within the next couple of weeks. I need to isolate the seeds from these because I will be growing a lot more of these next year for certain. I may not grow another Ghost. I may just overwinter my red one and my peach and use those for my own purposes. But I want to grow tons of these next year. I have a feeling this would make a delicious hot sauce. I can't imagine needing anything other than this and garlic. Maybe a little bit of vinegar at the end. But it is going to be a bloody hot sauce. It will be like drinking fire. Alright. Actually, I did come off of it. I don't need to... You hear me draining now. I don't need to continue eating ice cream. I'm better now. It was a few minutes worth, but if I didn't have that ice cream, I'd have been in misery. Don't even pretend like I'm trying to tough this out, because I'm not. That was very hot. I've actually got a little bit of the heat coming down here for the first time ever. So I might actually chase it with a little bit more ice cream just to cool that off some and prevent any heartburn. But I'm going to sign off. Really glad I grew these. We'll be growing them again for sure, and hopefully they will continue to be as productive or more so than they are this year. I'm looking forward to more of them, and we'll see what the future brings. It will definitely be bringing a Reaper video shortly. Oh god, I don't want to do this video, but it's going to be done. It's going to be done. Has to be. Keep an eye out for it. It will be soon.